Okay guys, this is the fourth part, if you will, of putting the seal in here. We've had some major delays, part of which is the extensive time it took to dribble out the 90 weight fluid that we put in the transmission so it's perfectly even with the roller bearings. It took a long time. Now some of you are going, 90 weight? It's like, well, it's like this. You see how this transmission sits up like that? That means there's not very much fluid in here. And with regular fluid, I was getting first and second and neutral false. It's not a transmission problem because I put what I thought was the right fluid and it worked perfectly. It's not the tranny. Except after about 300 miles, fluid all over the whole side of the bike. Transmission seal just blew. And the way it went, the motor is set up as a total loss from the factory, but they make a motor seal, which we have from Paco here, and we're going to replace whatever's in here, because I don't know if it's a seals pad or it's just a total loss system still. So we got that, and one of the errors, if you will, is the factory seal goes on this race. And we're going to bring this close so you can see it. This is the original race that came out, and it's a little bit worn here, so that's a leak right there, one. And they never did seal the inside here, so that's a place for the oil to seep through. And what somebody's making and selling on eBay is this cool little race. It comes out of Canada, and they come out with a seal with an extra seal with a ring groove inside here. So we're going to put this in. Let me open this so you can see it, because I can't see it on camera, so I'm assuming you guys can't. So let me open this here so you can see it. It has a nice little slotted ring groove inside here with some seals. Gives you an extra seal, which is nice. So I had to wait for that. And Bare Knuckle Paul, the Bare Knuckle machine here, he's come up with this really cool overdrive bearing, and I had to order 5, so he ran out of stock. So that took a while, but we have that. I want to make sure I put that on because this clutch that's on here is heavy, and that'll cause wear right here without a support from the main bearing of the case, and then you're going to leak from this seal. So they did a really, really nice job on these. I wanted to wait for it. And well, anyhow, this is the bearing here, right there. His Bare Knuckle machine, bareknucklechoppers.com. This is his overdrive bearing, as he calls. Very, very nicely done. Very reasonably priced. I mean, that's a lot of work to make this up. So we had to wait for that. Had to wait for my act. So I mean, the last video I did on this bike was August 18th or 28th or something. So we've been waiting for everything to come together. And no rush. So we begin. So what we have here is a drill. Obviously, this is not a grinder. Don't use a grinder. Don't use a sander. This is like a Scotch-Brite material. It's very different. What we want to do is just lightly deburr any actual real sharp edges off of that. That's all we're doing. Because otherwise I'm going to tear that little seal when it goes in. So, wipe this off. And I've never tried to install one of these before either, so this is the first time for me. We just got it. It's like the ultimate trick deal. Now, if you notice, this is loose. You follow? One of the guys was just posting on Facebook and asked me on Instagram that he put his sprocket on and all that, and it just wasn't all happy. When you put your transmission together, make sure this is done. You start moving around and things fall out and it moves and you create a problem. So you have to do all that. So first things first, have a little bit of black tape here. What we want to do is just tape around that sprocket. Not the sprocket, it's a fourth gear actually. But pardon if I use the wrong wording. It's way too thick. So we're just going to go on the edge here, like so. And come around here. And I'll get the camera and show you what we're doing. Hopefully that's not too thick. We're playing here. Let me take that back off. Should have done this first. This should supposed to just slide on top of there, and it doesn't. That's a problem. That is a problem. See, that just slides right there. So this here, oh, it's got a seal on it. All right, let me put it in backwards and see. Just saw that. Make sure this is going to go right. Okay. If I don't have clearance, it ain't gonna happen. Okay, I didn't realize you had a seal in there. Bad eyes here, guys. So that's okay. So we're gonna pull this out, retape this. I'm gonna have to get another piece of tape. It's pretty tight. Take a little of this 90 weight and do it on. And we shall see if we can make this work. So if it's around here, I'm going to zoom in real close. So I put the tape around the fourth gear threads. And we're going to see if we can pop this on. That's the theory. And I've never actually used it. So we're giving it an exercise, and maybe it works, and maybe it doesn't. Boy, that's tight. Huh. Now, he said to put tape on it, just like I did, and it ain't happening. So, okay. I don't know if I have anything that's going to work that deep. Alright, so what we need to do is press this over that, and I got to trying to see if I have a tool that's deep enough, or it ain't gonna happen. I don't have a lathe here to make a tool. Let's see. Okay, so let's try this. We're going to take our seal here. Comes in a little kit with everything you want. New keyway. Where's you place your keyways? See, this here goes in back like so, and it's a V-twin, which that's not the very best desirable whatever around. It's just not. So let's see if it'll even fit. Don't fit right, it ain't gonna work right. Okay. There we go. Now we're gonna take copper seal here. Has to go. Main lip is facing that way. Alright. So you want your lip facing inwards, not outwards. Okay. So this one is facing like that. See if it'll pop on here. There we go. Well, it gives me a nice oomph to push it against. Okay, so we're going to try the wrapping technique with some more stuff. I assume the man knows what he's talking about, so make sure you wrap it. So we're going to wrap it with some tape. Around those threads. And bring it around. So this is so tight I don't want any overlapping at all. See if we can make this work. Okay. Get my sledgehammer here. When in doubt, get a bigger hammer. Okay. Well, it didn't peel off a piece of rubber, so I assume it worked. Okay. We got to put our little keyway in here. Might be a little out of place. Come on, really? Alright. Well, just a little bit out of place. And we're going to try and tap it back into place. So obviously it ain't spinning. Easy. keyway in here. Come on, get in there. Really? I'm good. Let's see. Okay, well, the keyway that they sent me and their spacer that they sent me are different sizes. I've never seen that happen before. And the keyway that they sent me works perfect in the old spacer. So it's not a V-twin problem. It's a man who made the spacer problem. This company, whoever made it for him, got it the wrong size. So we shall have to do a little alteration. And this is almost 0.3 here. I'm going to show you. It doesn't fit. This is the old spacer. Here. This is, flip this around, just me here. That's what it has to do. Follow? This is the old spacer. This is perfect. So it's the new spacer problem, but it's already in place, and we're going to continue. So I have to remake this keyway. Now why do you want a keyway? The later ones don't have it. What it does when you tighten it all up is this race spins and helps seal it. In the later transmission without the seal, they tend to blow easier. So I like to put the keyway in. I suppose you have to do it. It's just something I always do. So you're going to have to give me a second. We're going to turn on a grinder here. And we're going to grind that to size as best as we can. My table grinder is not happening. Inoperative. And if I fuck it up, I'll just get another keyway, obviously. But we're going to guess. That's the best we can do right now. So, anyhow, let me mic this out. See how much we got to remove. This is 3. It says it's right. Let me try tapping a little more. Maybe it's just my eyes being off. It sucks getting old. Okay, it's an eye problem. I have glasses, but they only go so far. So it's an eye problem. I was off just a little bit and I couldn't see it. So okay, perfect. Yay. Unfortunately, I can't put my eyeballs on a grinding wheel and fix them. Well, we do what we can and with what we can see. So this is in place here. Beautiful. So the big question now, after I get it all back together, is whether my 90 weight will allow proper shifting of the transmission. If it doesn't, then we'll make another video and fix that. I gotta figure out what the hell I did with my dumbass sprocket, which should have been up here. And seems to be not here. Okay, well, that's what happens when you put things out and you come back months later. Take care of stuff. You've been busy doing something else. Waiting for this and waiting for that because the parts aren't there on the shelf. Which is exactly why I bought 5 of these, you know, a couple of these, You know, so next time I'm not waiting forever, and my sprocket is not where I thought it would be. So we're going to end this here. This is number 4. But our seal's in place, yay, and their keyway is now fitting. Now that I figure out Todd can't see, and I'm gonna find the sprocket and we'll fire up the camera here in a minute. So I'll get back to you guys in a little bit.